What's up, beauties? So welcome to another episode of Beyond the Marketplace. Okay, I don't know about you, but growing up, I always thought there were two types of women who had families and women who had careers. To take it a step further, there were women within the career category who did what they loved and loved what they did, but then there were those who did what they had to do in order to obtain the life they wanted. So when I found that I was pregnant with my first child, I made a quiet promise to myself. I promised I wouldn't lose myself in motherhood, because somewhere along the way I had learned that once you become a mom, your life is supposed to slow down, your dreams were supposed to shrink, and everything else became second. But I decided in my heart that becoming a mother would not be the end of Shaniqua. What I didn't know then was that motherhood wouldn't erase me, but that it would refine me. What motherhood actually taught me was not how to do less, it was how to carry more, but with intention. I had to stop treating my roles like rivals. I'm not a mother instead of a woman with purpose. I'm not building a business at the expense of my family. These roles aren't competing for space. They're meant to coexist when they're stewarded well. For me, integration started with transitions. I stopped rushing from one role straight into the next without acknowledging the shift it required for me. A car ride became a transition, not a waste of time. 5 quiet minutes before opening my laptop really helped me leave one responsibility without dragging it into the next. When transitions are intentional, you don't carry emotional residue everywhere you go. I also learned the difference between surviving my days and actually supporting my life. Survival says just get through the day, but systems say let's make this sustainable. Routines, practices, and simple systems aren't about control. They are about care. They create space so I'm not constantly deciding everything on the fly. Finally, I had to learn how to prep without turning preparation into pressure. Not everything needs to feel urgent to be important. I prepare so I can be present, not so I can perform. When preparation is rooted in stewardship, it brings peace instead of panic. Integrating the different pieces of my life didn't happen overnight. It happened one decision at a time, choosing intention over chaos, structure over burnout, and choosing to believe that fullness doesn't mean fragmentation. This is why my life isn't balanced, it's integrated. There's harmony. Nothing in my life has to fall or lose or disappear for something new and meaningful to be born. If you're watching this and your life feels heavy, you're trying to figure out how am I going to carry all of this, I want to share something with you gently. It might not be because you're doing too much. It might simply be because you're carrying everything like it's a competition. So instead of asking, what do I need to cut? Try asking, what needs to be integrated? Where in your day do you move from one role to the next without giving yourself permission to transition? What part of your life is running on survival when it actually needs support? And where have you been pressuring yourself to produce instead of preparing yourself to be present? Carrying a full and purposeful life does not start with a new systems, behaviors, and processes. It starts with a new way of seeing your life. Nothing is wrong with you because God has called you to carry a full life. The invitation is not to become less, it's to steward what you already carry with intention. Don't let the enemy rob you of the wonderful things that the Lord has blessed you and favored you to carry. Drop in the comments your thoughts about this episode of Beyond the Marketplace, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications.